Every time I'm in the store, I grab blunts by the bunch. It's hard for me to keep them doing smoke or how I want. Stoner on max, that is how I'm described. Hydro got me eating up my dab, so the smears a little liquidy. Royal haze different than the grape do. I keep a cloud of smoke, it's hard to find my way through. Blazed up steadily, man, I go in. Smoke a blunt until it's finished, and then I go again. Certified stony, keep buds and keep cigars. I let the weed lift me up far from where we are. Hitting on the stream, I do it too. I'm always in the hydro like a cruise line. Blunt keep going out, I redo the spark. Couch lock, put me way up, higher than the art. Blazing and smoking. Hey man, I'm blazing and smoking. I'm blazing and smoking. Blazing and smoking. I'm blazing and smoking. Blazing and smoking. I'm blazing and smoking. Another Royal Haze Dutch getting put into the session. With my bag low, that's the only time I'm stressing. Always keep a bag filled up just in cases for emergencies. There's a pane in glass you gotta break. Got dabs and I put them in every blunt I roll. I'm never on the ground, anywhere I go. Two blunts in the air, got a hella smoky, hella terpene. Rolling blunts always do the twos. Certified pothead, daddy need the news. 24, I don't ever take a break. I hit my niggas.
Thanks for rolling up. I'm Tuba Marley. This is Certified Pothead.
Always find me cause my weed is the loudest. Can't come down.
I'm about to roll up one of my
not too many up here flying where I'm at.
mid-morning spliffs and shit, bro. Yesterday, we wrote 2 songs, bro. And those 2 songs finished the albums that we're putting out March of next year. So all the music for January, February, March of next year is done. Yesterday Cam had gave us a beat, found a beat for us to use, so we're gonna start doing we're gonna start doing working on the EP with Cam. That still ain't gonna be out till next year sometime because we already got all the music for this year done. Regardless, we got 670 songs. Planning to get to 1,000, so we got 33 albums to do. We was on here, we had watched the watch the documentary on what was it, Benny's and Goofballs. Look at me go along the day. But I also want to hold on. Let me stop. La la la. Even though la 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 is my shit. I wanna let y'all hear these songs that I recorded. Shit was good, Wiz. Oh, tonight you opening the Dream Machine. All right. The songs from yesterday. Let me jump in real quick. The first one is called Splish Splash, and we jumped in and started writing This was the first song that we did. It's called Splish, but here we go.
Who made this beat?
Splish splash, splash splish. Hydroponics dripping out the back of my splish. Splish splash, splash splish. Hydroponics dripping out the back of my splish. They say yo, what I do is smoke hella blunts. I say it's true, describe me how you want. 2 blunts smoking on all my solo. Burn through every bag fast, YOLO. Crack a blunt down, have it twisted up quick. Don't like Dutch masters cause it's hard to keep have a fit. If I'm grabbing from a new nigga, his weed best be legit. No chemicals, all I do is smoke trees. Hydro filling the hole in the bottom of the sea. Blazing all day till I'm high as I can be. No Hoovers will be smoking with me. Splish splash, splash splish. Hydroponics dripping out the back of my splish. Splish splash, splash splish. Up for me and for you, flying through the sky like a B-52. Putting 2 blunts in the air for me is easy to do. Hoover still try to smoke but don't get a chance to. Wings out looking like a condor did. Hitting windows around when the dinosaurs live. Flame always, mine stay turned up. Brand new bag about to be burnt up. Splish splash, splash splash splish. Hydroponics dripping out the back of my splish. Splish splash, splash splish. Hydroponics drip.
What did you say? The B-52 flew over your crib? Those shits is still in operation. I thought I ain't know them shits was still in operation. What is the B-52? Like I don't really know what the B-52 look like. I don't know, fam, bro. Let me come on, bro. What the oh shit, that the B-52, that didn't make it. Wow. That's big as fuck. The Strato Fortress. Yeah, that shit is a stratosphere fortress. That shit is big as fuck, bro. All right, that was Splish Splash. That's on 66. I mean, that's the album cover for 66. 67 got the other song I recorded yesterday. Oh shit, yo, hold on. What I miss? Hold on, what I miss? Oh, what's good, Mr. West? What's good, Cam? Mr. West, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, my dude, bro. How old is you, bro? You ain't like the young whippersnapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm about to say, nah, but you was alive with Pac was a lot. You ain't the youngin. You know what I'm saying? Every birthday is a good day, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Yo, and then you getting up there to where you going to stop counting how old you is. Yo, my wife had to remind me constantly that I'm fucking that I'm 41. No, whoa, since recently. Because I mean, I stopped fucking counting. I stopped counting. I think when I got 38, I stopped tracking how old I was. In my 40s. How old am I? How old am I? Ask my wife. Anybody ask my age, I have to ask my wife. Because I just don't know. Okay. But yeah, every birthday good, bro. Yesterday, when I was on writing songs and shit. So I'm on and I go through a beat and then Cam sends me a beat. And I was like, fuck, bro, because the two beats were polar opposite beats, like you know what I mean? The polar opposite beats. One was real smooth, jazzy. One was kind of like you know, kind of more trappy. But the beat that Cam sent me, it made me do this. It made me say, "Yo, Cam, I need 10 beats from you." So me and Cam want to work on a project like the Blunt Work project that just came out. 10-song full album where Cam picks all the beats and shit. The other beat, yeah. Born in '81 and shit. I'm at the. You know, Wiz, since we watched, you know what I mean, those hardcore punk rock joints, those shits is popping up in my feed. And I've been jumping into them, but I stopped watching them because I want to watch some more hair and shit. You know what I'm saying, on the stream and shit. So a bunch of bands I'd never heard of popped up on my stream and shit. Hold on, let's do this song real fast, bro. Flappery is the song that, you know what I mean, I was writing last. And I don't know if y'all got headphones. If y'all got headphones on, bro, y'all about to. This might be. Oh no! See, I was about to say. Well, I'm gonna just play it, bro.
Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Flappery, flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Flappery, flap. All my blunts are filled with dank, cause all I get is loud weed. No hoovers in the session, only bird crustonies around me. Roll two up when I twist, that is how I do. Stony, when y'all niggas start y'all puffin', I'll be already young. Stony, check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Flappery, flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Flappery, flap. I be smoking too, homie. That is how I twist up. Never running out of weed. Always ready to pick up. Hitting blunts all day. Gets me up where I want to. I be up super high. Picking clouds to jump through. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Flap, 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 flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flaps. Flappery, 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 flap, 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 flap. Check out my flappery. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flaps. Check out my flappery. Check out my flaps. Check out my flaps. Flappery, 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 flap, 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 flap.
Now, yesterday when I was writing, right, it was a choice between that beat and the one that Cam sent me to finish the album. The one Cam sent me though, we gonna build a whole album around that, like jazzy kind of like feel to the vibe that it dropped. That shit. All I do is go to the yesterday stream and y'all hear it. Like that's going to be the next song I'm writing. Probably right now, a little later. We about to jump into something a little different though. I've been peeping out, right? Peeping out these old documentaries and shit. Like this is old 1960s joint about speed, which is amphetamines. Which I used to hear niggas saying, nah, man, niggas on speed and shit, and didn't know speed was amphetamines. And if you remember from the other day, bro, amphetamines is what goofballs is. Benny's is the other shit. Wait, was Benny's? Wait, Benny's? What was Benny's? Benny's was the Benz, what the fuck was that shit called? Benenzowitzes? That's not what it's called. Benenzowitz sounds like a last name. Barbiturates. That's what. Benenz, bro. Yo, these niggas is over there on those Benenzowitzes. These niggas is taking Benenzowitzes. Getting all crazy, bro. Barbiturates is Benzies and goofballs with these amphetamines. So this is a 1960s J on speed from Periscope Farms. Jump in there, tell them, nah, I mean, 2 bucks sit y'all around the corner and shit. The last one we see, they had Paul Newman in there. Now, Paul Newman, he's an old actor and shit. I don't know if he did westerns or whatever. I just know he's way in the way backs. Said the first drug with a cheap pill called Crossroad was just caffeine. So they was taking caffeine like just tossing caffeine back like Tic Tacs in the way backs. Man.
How'd you first get into speed?
Yo, why you touch your mustache like that? Why did he do that with his mustache? Who does that with their mustache? Who does stuff like that? That's not something people do regularly, is it?
First get into speed.
Forgot how I did. See, that's the thing. It's a complicated story how I first got into it.
What did it do for you?
What did it do for me? It made me. It got me in a state of delirium, you might say. And
a state of delirium. Deliriousness. How does Google delirium? That says delirium. delirium. Delirium is a mental state in which you are confused, disoriented, and not able to think or remember. Okay, so taking speed makes you confused. And that's that's what you looking to feel like. All right.
You might say.
How do you feel about speed? Should people take speed?
No, I don't believe so. If they value their life.
Well, I'm about to say they value your sanity. Because if you taking some shit to get you fused and not being able to remember some shit and disorient, like man, bro, why do you want to do that on purpose?
What's it like?
It's groovy.
Groovy? See, describing that shit as groovy doesn't make it sound like it's terrible. Like no.
All right, busy.
Yo, is that hat awesome, bro? Is that hat awesome, bro? Tell me that hat ain't the best hat you seen today. You have not seen a hat that was better than that today. You might not, bro. A big blue floppy hat, bro. What? What? They don't even make those.
All right, busy. It's like sitting in a still room with nothing to do. It drives you crazy.
So speed makes you wanna get that hat. See, y'all make it. This is not an anti-speed thing, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all know. Said Elvis was prescribed massive amounts of meth and summers. What? Why was it? So meth in the 70s was like, here, just take this shit. Yo, that seemed like they was dragging somebody into like a. What are they doing? Is this a mental ward? With that shit on the back? Do y'all see the wallpaper? Tell me. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. This is not. This is in a prescribed mental institution. That's not what this is. That's not lying to me. That's not lying to me.
We'll be right here. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, take my hand. That's perfectly all right.
This man exhibits a very common reaction seen with high-dose amphetamine abuse.
So what is the idea? So homie on amphetamines all crazy, and y'all just in a super psychedelic room. This is not. How would this visual cacophony make you straight? Hold on. Wiz, you said you got some. Do you know for certain that they is? I was trying to. I was trying to find a nigga that got. Yeah, bro. That's just. No, I mean in the circles I frequent, that's just like needle in a haystack.
Anxious, agitated, disturbed, and acutely frightened.
Hold on real fast, right? Now, I don't know if y'all are paying attention to this
And
wallpaper.
acutely frightened.
Is this? See, I can't tell if this if this is Martin Luther King or Pol Pot, the motherfucking the Cambodian dude that killed all the people. I don't know who that is, bro. This wall is crazy. This wall is absolutely bonkers, bro.
Here at the Haight-Ashbury Medical Clinic, we see many other.
And this is a medical clinic. This is a medical clinic with that wall on there. Who is the head? Who's the head doctor? Who's the head doctor? You say it's a bad trip wall. So those is common walls with half naked women and floating heads and weird shit like that. Whoa, bro! They thought that would calm a nigga down. How would that calm you down? I can't imagine, bro. I can't imagine going through like a psychotic. I wouldn't say psychotic, a psychedelic trip, and then you tossing me in a room with weird shit all over the place. Like. See. I understand. From what I understand, never experienced is that when you hallucinating or some shit, right? It is moving. Like you could be in a regular room and have shit move. Like let's say you in a room that you've been in every fucking day of your life. They can say they'll look at the carpet and see the carpet doing shit. They'll see the walls looking like they breathing and shit. So you go to put me in the room now. They got some shit I'm not used to. Who's to say that? I mean, shit ain't about to start jumping off goddamn walls. Try to attack a nigga, bro.
Other reactions associated with compulsive use of infants. During the prolonged high, the patient may inject the drug 1 to 10 times a day over a period of 3 to 4 days, never eating, never sleeping, always on the go.
Hold on. Speed had you like that? Speed, you think Speed 10 days in a row and they don't do shit else? That's what Speed was doing to people? Jesus Christ.
After this prolonged high, he crashes. After he sleeps for 24 to 48 hours, he awakes and eats ravenously. But after his food and normal level of psychological functioning, he enters into a prolonged phase of depression. This depression is so severe that the patient often shoots up again with amphetamine and starts on another speed cycle.
So hold on. So you say to me that the Speed was just a loop of a prolonged high, terrible crash, crazy savage type eating, depression, and then the restart. That's the loop. That's the Speed loop. I doubt this across the board, but I don't doubt that it's wrong, bro.
We talk mostly about methamphetamine or speed because it's the most widely abused street drug. But what we're actually discussing is means that include not only methamphetamine or speed, but many other used in medicine.
And so I went back to the doctor and he gave me amphetamines, tablets a day. Well, I started and it did help, but I kept having to increase the dosage because it seemed not to work as well after a few months of use. And I could call up and get prescription filled whenever I wanted to. And then I started having trouble sleeping because I was increasing the dosage. Then they started giving me something to make me sleep, and it became just a vicious cycle of something to stimulate me in the daytime and something to put me to sleep at night.
Good Lord, bruh. Ruin that lady's whole existence. Ruin that lady's whole existence is prescribing her some amphetamines. Jesus Christ. For depression? Ugh. That's ugly, bruh. That's ugly, bruh. Is like there's no way they're prescribing that shit now like that. Well, they got Zoloft, Prozac. That's crazy. Yeah. What was I about to say? Sedatives for the night. And that's what we was watching was Benzies and goofballs, bro. That's what it is, bro. You take goofballs, you get goofy. You get goofy with the goofballs during the day, and then at nighttime.
You can perhaps think of what happens to you when you're frightened or enraged or angered, and your own body liberates adrenaline or epinephrine, and you become ready for, as many physiologists think of it, fight, flight. You're alert, indeed you're tremulous, your blood pressure is elevated, and your heart pounds. Now, the drugs we're talking about...
So, hold on. So confusion or none of that. That's not what confusion is.
Do very much the same thing. In fact, they act in the body through these adrenaline-like compounds that the body makes. The amphetamines do have legitimate medical uses. They're used in the treatment of some hyperkinetic children, in a very rare disease called narcolepsy, and in certain special situations where alertness and relief of fatigue is a proper indication.
How spread out is narcolepsy? I asked the question because I know a girl who knows narcoleptic. Now, when I think of narcolepsy, I think of what is it like? What was it? Deuce Bigelow, like movie depiction of narcolepsy is my idea of narcolepsy, where a person will just fall asleep out of the blue. How widespread is that? Because again, like I know a girl who was prescribed that, but I've never seen her fall asleep out the blue.
But their primary use is in weight control. If these drugs are used continuously for 2 or 3 weeks, this effect is lost. Nevertheless, many people continue to take these drugs almost habitually, even after any effect is gone.
So hold on real fast. I remember hearing some shit where people was like, "No, I mean, all these housewives and shit on diet pills." That's what the fuck diet pills was. Diet pills was amphetamine. What the fuck was taking meth for a diet? Oh, what?
Because they enjoy the euphoria, the mild stimulation that they get. Now, people who use the drugs this mouth are subject to abuse of the drug. That is, they may become compulsive oral users of amphetamine.
The problem of methamphetamine abuse.
You said pseudoephedrine? Pseudoephedrine. That's what the diet pills was. But he's saying it's the same. Well, he's not saying it's the same thing. He's saying they act on the body the same. Okay, all right.
It's not new, of course. We've had examples of abuse of this drug in ordinary practices of medicine for a good many years. The classic example, of course, is the housewife who seeks help from her doctor to lose weight. and he will prescribe very oftentimes, and has in the past prescribed large quantities of some methamphetamine derivative. Now, the use of amphetamines by truck drivers and by people who are forced to work at a monotonous job for long periods of time is well known. I've also seen patients who have developed large or tolerances and can take very large doses of oral amphetamines. It is a problem to get them away from the drug. Discontinuing them abruptly is in some cases very dangerous. In other cases, you do induce a moderate to mild state of depression, and this is very uncomfortable for the patient.
So I got off.
Hold up. All right, so you can't stop a motherfucker from just taking amphetamines because they'll fall into depression. I thought they said that they prescribed amphetamines to this lady right here because she was depressed. And so she's depressed. She starts taking amphetamines. She gets too many of them. She tries to quit. And goes back into depression, which was worse than she had before she started taking the pills. Is that what I'm getting to?
Of them. It took a little.
Hold on. You said they gave Elvis liquid cocaine, used it on cotton swabs in his cotton balls in his nostril. So he just put liquid cocaine. What? And what was that? That was to keep him up. He did that while he was performing. Ain't nothing but a hound dog on stage in Vegas with cocaine cotton balls. But
While though it was terribly hard because I went into a greater depression after being off and make it all right. I was losing weight and I wasn't sleeping. I was becoming terribly irritable and I wasn't myself at all.
As a drug for the treatment of mild depressive states or for appetite suppression, I do believe that the risks far outweigh the benefits.
you just now said was, yo, if you trying to lose weight, don't take amphetamines because you gonna be the fuck hooked on this shit. This is not a way to lose weight. You better get the fuck out, start walking and doing exercise.
It is my personal belief that we could do very nicely without methamphetamines at all in the practice of legitimate medicine.
I think my mother, when she found out I was using speed, hurt her because John, my other brother, and Philip, my older brother, had used speed too. My friends didn't want to have anything to do with me or any part of what I was doing. And so consequently, I was associating with hard people.
Hold on real fast. Remember, this is 1960. So 1960, if you was doing speeds, your friends would be like, yo, we ain't fucking with you. You know what? I can feel that because, like, all right, in the 90s, right? It's a drug shit. A bunch of us, grew up together. All around the same age. 14, 18. Some of them niggas that we grew up with and was cool with ended up smoking crack and shit, and then we just ended up not being cool. So I can understand if going far left, niggas not be cutting you off.
Mostly people that didn't go to school, just bummed around. I'd taken speed just before test, and I had more confidence in myself for taking the test, but usually it would turn out an F, or I was just too jumpy, too nervous.
Oh, you just wasn't studying.
And my mind was wandering off to different things.
I wonder if this lady is permanently altered. It could be the, but she seems jumpy and like jittery.
Using speed about last February. I started dropping speed, and I started meeting these new friends, and I started hitting the speed. And my new girlfriend at that time gave me my first hit of speed. And the people that I hung around with then, they all liked speed, and we all did a lot of speed. Then we had.
Why is he saying speed so much? He said speed, or am I crazy?
I started using speed about last February. I started dropping speed.
Two.
And I started meeting these new friends, and I started hitting the speed.
Three.
And my new girlfriend at that time gave me my first hit of speed.
Four.
And the people that I hung around with then, they all liked speed, and we all did
Five.
a lot of speed. Then we had
Six.
one of my friends was a dealer, and he'd bring ounces at a time, and we'd hit that. And I used to hit about once a week or sometimes twice a week. And I continued all during this summer using speed. We all did.
7.
And something happened, and a friend of mine almost died from speed.
8.
He overamped, and he couldn't breathe, and his heart rate, and so that scared a lot of us. And we all quit speed, but then some started again.
It is my.
That's a terrible story. Fucking heart beating so fast. Fucking heart attack. Fucking taking speed recreationally. I wonder if he's been altered. Because they say speed that many times. I wonder if he even noticed that he said it that many times.
My feeling that every high school has its colony of kids who are still active students, but who are so far along into the abuse pattern that they are destined certainly to wind up in a place like the Haight-Ashbury. A speed user does not function in his social environment very long. The home is the last place where he can function.
Because you don't got access to speed? Well, their descriptions are the way they describe things is hilarious. Hilarity at its finest.
In our experience, there seems to be no particular type of individual who gets involved in the scene. And speed users range all the way from ghetto people to very upper class individuals.
Ghetto people, huh? All right.
I would say that perhaps the majority of kids who are down here in the Haight-Ashbury using speed come from middle class backgrounds. One of the things that we've been interested in looking at is the whole lifestyle of people who become involved in the drug and kinds of things that they have to go through in order to buy the drug. On the lower levels,
Yo, that's like 1960 in a picture. That is what my idea of 1960 is in a picture.
kinds of things that they have to go through in order to buy.
A man on a bike with no shoes. Hair not cut but kept. Very relaxed clothing.
On the lower levels, we have such things as working.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think the 60s was. Very relaxed. Very relaxed. Hold on. Stop. Skirt. Brakes on that shit. Because the '60s for him on a bike and somebody that looked more like me was two different realities.
Working the meat rack, or for boys, they might cater to male homosexuals. A girl may occasionally.
Hold on, what the fuck? What the fuck did we miss? What did we miss?
We have such things as working the meat rack, or for boys, they might cater to male homosexuals. A girl may occasionally turn a trick or prostitute herself. Some of the lower level speed users will attempt to maintain their habit by dealing small quantities of speed directly on the street. This is perhaps the most hazardous way of supporting a habit. Many very successful hustlers have begun to cash script or write script, which is to say that they forge doctors' prescriptions and buy barbiturates and amphetamines in drugstores and sell them. And there's a real market in any speed culture for any drug which is a downer, that is to say a barbiturate or an opiate like heroin or morphine.
Melody, tell me.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, bro. Fuckers was doing anything to get money for speed, bro. Selling your body out there, trying to do anything, bro. What the fuck, bro? That's ugly, bro. But it's not just speed, bro, and it's not just the '60s. Like, you'll probably hear motherfuckers saying that shit about like Oxycontin and all that shit today. That I had some balls in my mouth. I was trying to get some Oxycontin. I had to put the balls in my mouth. Like, yo, motherfuckers, shit, bro. It's ugly, bro.
About the first time you shot speed.
Oh, the first time I shot speed.
Now I wonder, like, since I've been YouTube, and I noticed weird shit in videos. Do y'all see what I'm looking at? Hold on, what you say? You said a biker lady that broke into a pharmacy. Why did they steal all the codeine and not leave? Why would they drink it inside of there? That was silly. That was really silly. Okay, or was it that they got in and couldn't get out? Because then I could understand. But if you got in and got all the shit you needed, you could have got out, bro. You could have got out, went around the corner, went out back. Or it was like, yo, here it is, bro. I'm drinking this now. And they did like a gallon. Oh, hold on. This is what I was talking about. Her word pronounced butt chin. Now, if I shave my beard, you'll notice that too, but got a butt chin too. She wasn't even a biker. She just was with him.
Was with an older man who had turned me onto it without telling me what it was or what it did, except that it would make me feel good for going into the drugstore for him.
Hold on, lady. You did what? Hold on, lady. Tell me that again.
Or an opiate like heroin or morphine.
Melody, tell me about the first time you shot speed.
Oh, the first time I shot speed was with an older man who had turned me onto it without telling me what it was or what it did, except that it would make me feel good for going into the drugstore for him to cash a script. And he never told me the risks involved. And because I was very, very naive, I thought everything was fine.
How old were you?
Let me hear that. That.
I was 20 years old.
Okay, so you're 20. You're 20 years old, and somebody says, "Hey, let me put this needle in your arm." I don't understand why you don't say no.
What are the risks involved?
The risk involved is death with speed. And inevitably, the result will be death.
Are you still shooting
What you think her eyes look like?
speed?
Yes, I'm still shooting.
I mean, you still on the shit.
What's the come down like?
A come down is, as I said before, is I can't find a word to describe a bad come down on speed. It's very, very painful. It's the feeling where there just is no strength left to do anything. Even if you want to, and you know you should. Because
Why would you sign up for that? Like you know that's going to happen to you every time. If you know that's going to happen to you every time, what? Bro. And then you know what? I'm sitting here acting like I don't understand what addiction is. But I do. I understand what addiction is. So I know. Like she probably can't even. She probably just don't got the. Oh, I don't know, bro. This is ugly, bro.
you just lay there and die if there weren't somebody around to help you sometimes.
How often do you shoot up?
Daily.
3 and 4 times a day.
Every day?
Every day.
What do you use to come down?
When I come down, what I used to come down, if I have it, are barbiturates and heroin.
In addition, prolonged use of the amphetamines produces very serious physical problems. The injection of amphetamine produces hepatitis. One sees abscesses at the injection site. In addition, malnutrition, skin problems, and a whole variety of other very serious physical problems. In general, the physical and psychiatric damage done by compulsive use of amphetamines is much greater than that with marijuana and LSD put together.
Lord. So back then they even knew that the amphetamines was terrible and worse than marijuana. But marijuana is still Schedule 1, and I think amphetamines is Schedule 2, bro. Like that's because they still trying to do shit with it medically. So that shit is still, that's ugly, bro. You know what, Wiz? I've known a lot of people that had done crack, done heroin, done done what is described as the hard stuff. It none of them have like maliciously started. Where it's like I'm about to jump in the crack and just fuck my life up on purpose. That just always ends up being a train, bro.
Well, I shoot speed lately, doing concentrate solutions to the point where it's like boiling lead going up your arm and your head explodes into like an oversized warm balloon.
What is his lips even working? Is he saying words? Did you hear that?
Well, I shoot speed lately, doing concentrate solutions. Boiling lead going up your arm and your head explodes into like an oversized warm balloon. Yeah, you nod for a few minutes from overstimulation. You're wired for 3 days. digging through trash cans and other people's belongings and things like that, you know. And it's just a heavy involvement in unreality.
I'm perplexed. Super concentrated speed being shut up so that it feels like boiling lead going in. Why? Like, there's no way that is in any way near enjoyable. Well, let's do that. There's about 3 or 4 minutes of extreme euphoria and then 3 days of being awake. What in the hell, bro? I had took some shit that had me awake for 2 days. It was the worst 2 days of my life. Trying hard as hell to go to sleep and couldn't. That was the worst. You ever been forcibly awake against your will? You ever been tortured by not being able to fall asleep? That was terrible, bro. Jesus Christ.
Now, right now, I'm loaded on three different kinds of speed: heroin, LSD, psilocybin weed, something else. Oh yes, and a few barbiturates. That's valuable.
This nigga said he had 3 kinds of speed: psilocybin, mushrooms, weed. Okay, well, let's do this. Instead of saying what he did have in him, asking what he didn't have in him.
Three different kinds of speed: heroin, LSD, psilocybin weed, something else. Oh yes, and a few barbiturates.
A few barbiturates. Homie, pass where the moon is. Homie, pass where the moon is. He been past the moon. Good Lord, bro. How are you alive?
That's valuable. I went on a bender last night and today. Couldn't even tell you what day it is.
Good Lord. That's
What's the worst part of speed?
Worst part of it? It would probably be
he's probably gonna say the worst of it is the come down. That would probably be the worst part. The come down off of this shit. The lady described that shit as body pains.
all the hang-ups and hassles of functioning without any real sense of actual time and never being able to rely on anyone because they're always hung up too. And inconsistency of life as such, and of course all those paranoid trips and everything are kind of a bummer too.
In addition to the anxiety reaction seen during the prolonged high, we often see an amphetamine psychosis, characterized by auditory and visual hallucinations in which the individual hears and sees things, paranoia, in which he may feel that people in his environment are threatening to hurt him, and it's this paranoia that produces a great deal of violence.
Oh, I shocked. Hey, come on.
Now, was that something that actually that was some acting? That was some acting shit.
We've studied the effects of amphetamine on mice. At high dosages, amphetamine produces death by convulsion. However, at lower dosages, when the mice are in groups, death also can result in many of the animals, primarily because they become violent, aggressive, fight, inflict wounds, and literally kill each other.
Oh, good Lord, bruh. Ugh.
Normally, mice get along quite well in group situations. Almost no other drug produces this violent interaction.
So hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. You see that? This is one left ass nigga. So you saying this nigga had got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies? So y'all only gave this one motherfucker meth and put him in a room with 7 unmethed niggas? Why would you do that? That's not a fair fight. You should have methed them all up. What the fuck? Why is you gonna put one murderer in the room with?
Drugs are not taken.
That was the worst game of cool in the world.
Just in the teenage slum or hirsute ghetto like the Haight-Ashbury.
Come on now.
Come on! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! That's all right.
Drugs are being used everywhere in the country. The hepatitis, the dirty needle, the chemical effect on the liver itself, the brain damage, the weight loss, the bad gums, the abscesses, on and on and on. Speed kills, all right, but it doesn't do it very fast, and there's a lot of agony and pain in the process.
Good Lord, bro. That was not very uplifting at all. There was nothing uplifting about that. That was all bad news. 100% bad news. That thing was just all bad, bro. It was terrible. That's terrible, bro. Oh, we need to. We're gonna need something to liven the mood up real quick before we skate. Let's jump in the NIMS. The NIMS real fast. That was good thing. We'll do like 4 NIMS real quick, bro. Where we at? We on part 25. All right. Respect me, yo. If y'all ain't check out NIMS, bro. Funny shit, bro. Funny shit over here, bro. We definitely need some giggles after watching that terrible ass speed shit. Let's go, bro. Algonquin Indian, okay.
Disrespect me looking like you trying to cop a bundle for 60, you heard? Disrespect me looking like an audience member in Sábado Gigante. Since you heard?
The homeless guy on The Simpsons. There's a homeless dude on The Simpsons? Hattie Mae. Hattie Mae. Let's do this again. Hold on, quick now. On this goddamn lip, but dude. Oh shit.
Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like the homeless guy in The Simpsons, you heard? Disrespect me looking like Jaguar Paul, you heard? Disrespect me looking like Virgil holding down the $1 Million Man's chain, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like you in a crisscross video, you heard?
The crisscross video, which video is that? The Bob? It's the Bob. I know we coming.
Ever disrespect me looking like a bummy ass Aquaman, you heard?
nigga did look like Jason Momoa.
Ever disrespect me looking like a
That nigga did look like Jason
yes,
Momoa.
Aquaman, you heard? Man, you heard?
Yeah, that's it because the nigga that played Candyman, it was what the fuck was that nigga's name, bro? Tony Todd. Oh shit. Oh wow, bro. Why this news? Why news, bro?
Ever disrespect me looking like a bootleg Galifianakis, you heard?
Oh, I wouldn't have said Zach Galifianakis. I would have said the nigga from third base.
Disrespect me looking like a dental technician from Bangladesh, you heard?
Dental technician from Bangladesh. I believe it.
Ever disrespect me looking like a Dominican Pee Wee Herman, you heard?
Look at that goddamn bike. Was that the Pee Wee bike too? You really had the Pee Wee bike? Yo, that's the Pee Wee bike. Yo, where'd you get that? Yo, that is the bike from Pee Wee's Big Top Pee Wee. No, it's not Big Top Pee Wee. Pee Wee's Great Adventure. What was that? What the fuck was that? Yo, that's the bike, bro.
Herman, you heard? Ever disrespect me looking like Johnny Bravo, you heard?
Yeah.
Ever disrespect me looking like a Ghostface Mini-Me, you heard? Ever disrespect me trying to rap to me in the middle of the street?
She looked like she was rapping up.
Disrespect me looking like Ivan Drago in his high school years, you heard?
the nigga from Rocky IV. All right, I believe it. I can see it. That's who's maybe like Dolph Lundgren.
Ever disrespect me looking like an Indian serial killer, you heard?
That nigga do look like he gonna bite your face off, trying to scalp you with his mouth.
Don't ever disrespect me looking like George Bush if he never was president, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like one of the Tuskegee Airmen with that jacket, you heard?
That jacket was kind of dope though, bro.
Don't ever disrespect me like you used to pop and lock and then broke your ankle and can't do nothing no more, you heard?
Dude, like old school B-boy, bro.
Ever disrespect me looking like Vanderlei Silva? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like John Franco and Keith Hernandez.
John Franco and Keith Hernandez. Well, I don't know. I don't know that. What? Keith Hernandez. John Franco. What's up with this slow ass goddamn? Hold on, what's two is it? What's two is it? Hold on. What's two? I guess it's these two. Oh, let me do that again. So that's devil as fuck right now. All right,
Hernandez, you heard?
Once again, you correct.
Just looking like an Arabian woman on Ramadan, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like a fake Coney Island Kim Kardashian, you heard?
Nah, that ain't work.
Disrespect me looking like a filled condom.
Yeah, you.
Disrespect me looking like a killer whale, you heard?
Why you whispering? Why you whispering that shit? He didn't even hear that.
Ever disrespect me looking like Bill de Blasio with nothing to do after he got out the mayor's office, you heard?
long, super long, dude.
Ever disrespect me like they robbed your Brinks truck and now you gotta walk home, you heard? Don't ever disrespect me looking like the Wonder Years Kramer, you heard?
The years Kramer.
Scott, don't ever disrespect me looking like the old man from Back to the Future, you heard?
Why you jumping in with Gray Scott, bro?
Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like Mowgli from the Jungle Book, you heard?
Yeah, I can see it.
Me looking like a cyborg from the future, you heard? We laughing. We laughing. You not ever disrespect me looking like Debbie Downer, you heard?
Debbie Downer in the room for what's the face? SNL.
The Mario Brothers.
Who? Boo Diddley?
You heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like Sammy Sosa in the hood, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me with that gullet like you're a pelican and swallow 20
Whoa!
salmon, you heard?
Whoa, boy! What the fuck? How do you have one of those? What the fuck? Yeah, I thought that was a mask. I thought it was a fucking mask, bro. I thought it was a scarf, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like you're a pelican and swallow 20 salmon, you heard?
Good lord, bro.
You, man, so what? What's up, Newman? Disrespect me looking like Arsenio Hall after he got his show canceled, you heard?
Dark.
Me looking like Elmer Fudd, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me looking like the Grumpy Muppets, you heard?
The ones that be up in the balcony.
Don't ever disrespect me looking like Chief Queef, you heard? Yo, don't ever disrespect me with the Peter Griffin ass in the middle of the disrespect me being the mother to the dopest rapper and person in the world, you heard?
Hey, you might whip that ass, but you better cook it right. All right, that like the movie a little bit. I'm a little more upbeat after that, bro. That goddamn fucking documentary. Yo, all right, I gotta get these dudes, bro. I'm gonna show a man with that too. I'm out. Bird Club, flap.